I live in my own apartment with my boyfriend. I wanted babies, I wanted to get married, I wanted to move to my own place and just be in the moment. Stay in the moment. I lived with my best friend and my boyfriend and I had the best year. London was amazing. Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, which is insane to say. I've been wanting to make a YouTube channel for so long and I just haven't had the time for it, and now I just feel like it's time. I made some videos when I was younger, but I have deleted them all, and it was when I was like 10, when everyone else also did it. So now I am bringing YouTube into my life again, and I am starting with the Q&A. I asked you guys on Instagram a while back to ask me questions, and I'm so sorry that you've been waiting for a month almost. It's hard for me to know where I'm supposed to look, because when I look into the camera lens, that's when I look at you guys, I think, but I can watch myself on the right one on the camera, so I'm like switching between them. I am filming with the Canon camera, EOS 600D. It's an old camera, my boyfriend's, but the quality is amazing, so I really wanted to film it on here. I'm so excited to be here with you. Let's just get started. And how old am I? I am 25 years old. I turned 25 in August 19th. I was born in year 2000, which is insane that I'm 25 years old. I still feel like a baby. I'm preaching this to everyone I know, that I feel like a teenager and I can't believe that I'm a fully grown woman. And I live in my own apartment with my boyfriend. It's insane to me, but I love being 25. This year has been amazing and I have experienced so much in those years, so I am very happy. I had a lot of age anxiety a few years back, but I feel like I've grown out of it. I don't know, I feel like the older I get, the more I love being the age that I am. And I love that. So if you guys struggle with age anxiety, I feel like it gets better with the years. What advice would you give to your younger self when you were 16, 17? This is such a good question, and I feel like that's very hard to answer, because I feel like you have to live your life to know what you should do and should not do. And when you're 16, you haven't really lived a life yet, and it's normal that you don't know everything about what you should do at that point in your life. But when I was 16, I started high school and I was together with my boyfriend. We got together in 10th grade when we were 15. Insane. I felt very grown for my age because I was in a serious relationship and I had a lot of good friends around me. So I feel like when I was 16, I was very ready to grow up. I wanted babies, I wanted to get married, I wanted to move to my own place. I was rushing because I really wanted to grow up. Like everyone does that, and then you're like, oops, I'm 20 and I don't want to grow any older. When I think about being 16, I get a lot of good feelings because I got together with my boyfriend and I was starting to get friends with all of the girls I'm friends with now. I feel like 2016 was a good year for me. But I think I would give the advice to be more confident in myself, not care that much about what other people say, and just be a little bit more calm and not think about everything all the time, and just be in the moment. Stay in the moment. I feel like I didn't do that. Pay attention in school. It's so important because you'll need all of it later in life. When you're in high school, you're in this bubble and that's your life, and you don't have to care about everything else, and you're just put in a place and you are supposed to be there and everyone tells you what to do, at what time you should do it. It's hard when you're there. When I got these advice, I didn't listen to them. So I think you just have to live your life and experience things yourself, and then you will understand. Workout split and schedule. I get this a lot and I understand that because I work out a lot, but I don't really have a workout split. I go to the gym and I just do what I feel like that day. Today I was at a HIIT class, for example. Yesterday I did a leg day. The day before I went running, so I do a lot of different stuff, but I love mixing up everything. I love to have at least 2 runs during a week. I love to have a HIIT class or 2 during the week, and then I spread out strength training around all of that. So I do upper body days and leg days, but I don't have any set split or workout schedule. Just do what gives you energy and what you think is fun, because or else you won't stay consistent with it. And consistency is everything in life. I mean, maybe you don't know what you like in the gym yet, but you just have to test a lot of things. I started to dance in London as well, which I think was the best thing I ever did. It was so fun. And when it comes to schedule, I love working out in the mornings. And now I don't have a full-time job, so I can work out in the mornings. If you work, you just have to push yourself to go to the gym in the afternoon. Pack your gym bag with you at work and just don't go home before you go to the gym, or else it's so hard to get out. And just listen to banger music and maybe sign up for a class that motivates you so you can work out with other people so you don't have to do it alone. What did you study? What is your job? I studied digital asset and media management master degree at King's College London, which was amazing. I went there for a year. The master program is 1 year. And I met so many good friends. I lived with my best friend and my boyfriend, and I had the best year. London was amazing. I don't think I could have lived there for much longer than 1 year because it's a huge city. 1 year was perfect for me, but I loved King's College. My professors were amazing. I had one professor in particular, Brian Kavanagh. He was the best professor I've ever had. He paid so much attention to the students and he gave so much good guidance. So I recommend King's College to everyone. And when it comes to bachelor degree, I went to BI International Business School here in Oslo, 3 years. And before that, I went to another university here in Oslo for 1 year with a 1 year program for psychology, where I also met some of the best friends I've ever had. I'm very happy that I studied and that I did all of these things because I've met so many great people and I've learned so much that I still carry with me. I don't have a full-time job yet. I'm applying for jobs right now. Only do social media, but that's not something I want to do full-time. I think I really want to get into a job. Really want to start working full-time. I just don't have anything yet, but we'll see what comes my way. More about your relationship with food. I have a very good relationship with food, I would say. I've had that my whole life. I have grown up with a mom and dad who never focused on food. They never had a bad relationship with food. They never talked to me negatively about food or working out. I have grown up in a very safe environment, so I feel like I am positive affected by that. They make insane good food. My grandma always made a lot of good food when I was younger, also now. So I've just grown up in a family where food is something that brings us together and it's just something to look forward to. I've always eaten when I wanted to eat. I eat when I'm hungry, I eat when I'm craving something, and I eat to nourish my body because I work out a lot, so I need food and I need protein. So that's the relationship I have with food. I love it and I try to make my body happy and eat what it wants. Okay, the camera stopped. I don't know what happened. What was your upbringing like? My upbringing was absolutely amazing. I grew up in Oslo with my mom and dad. Best parents in the whole wide world. I love them to death. They are my best friends, both of them. And I also got a dog when I was 11 and he's still with us and he's the most amazing dog ever. We're a very small family. I've never had any siblings. So it's just been us 3 or 4. It's been a very open, fun and free upbringing, I would say. I've had rules during my upbringing and I've had things I need to do, things I can't do and stuff like that everyone does. But I feel like they've always let me be me and do what I want, and they have always supported me 100% with everything I want to do. And they've never been very focused on how things should be or what I need to do in life, what I need to work with, what grades I have to get. I think they've done parenting the best way and I love them for that. So I feel like I've turned into a woman with a lot of confidence. I've moved around a lot in Oslo. I've moved about 5 times in my life with mom and dad. But I liked it. It's like a new start everywhere that we've been. My mom is insanely good at fashion and skincare and she's my holy grail when it comes to it. I ask her about everything. She's just so updated. She knows everything and I get her advice on everything I do in life and very, very thankful. You look very disciplined. How do you plan? I think I have been disciplined my whole life. So I don't know how it is to not be disciplined. I love routines. I've always loved routines. So I love waking up early. I love starting my day with a workout or else I'm not in a good mood. Card got full, so I need to fix this. I really want to use the camera for these videos because I feel like the quality is so much better. I just feel so much better at the end of the day if I have done a lot that day. I love to feel productive. So I think it's because I know the feeling is so good afterwards. And that's just why I love to set my days into routines and just plan my day accordingly. So I don't really know how to give advice on that. I think you just need to jump into it and start. Just write up everything you want to do that day and try to get everything done. And then at the end of the day, you will feel so good. And when you do it a lot, it just becomes a habit. What is my dream job? What I'm applying for right now is content production. And I really want to do social media for a company because I feel like I am very good at that. And I love doing it and it's my passion. I love editing, I love filming, but I also love fashion. I've loved it since I was a little girl because my mom has always been into fashion and she has been reading magazines for as long as I can remember. So I really want to do something with fashion, but it's hard to work with fashion, and also we don't have that many brands that I really want to work for. For the future, I want to work with content production and fashion. That's like the fields I love. But as I said, I really want to do something of my own one day, and that definitely would be something within fashion. If I want kids and when I want kids, I absolutely want kids. I've been wanting kids since I was born myself. I would always have a baby born when I was little and carry it around and pretend I was a mom. I always loved kids. So I really want my own one day, but one day, not now. I just finished studying. I don't even have a job and I want to be more stable in life, and I am not rushing with anything in my life. I still feel very young and I have no idea if I even can have kids. So I'm not taking anything for granted, but I would love kids someday, but in a few years, not now. Someone asked if I can host an event with my oatmeal soon. I really want to do that. I've been thinking a lot about it, so it will happen. It's just a question of when. I love my oatmeal so much. I also got a question about how I make my oatmeal. I will put the ingredients list right here. It's such a quick and easy breakfast, and it gives you so much protein. How long I've been running and how I found my way in the beginning. I've been running on and off for a lot of years. I've always liked running, but I don't think I've been running as much as I have been for the past few years now, or the past year, because when I lived in London, that's when my running journey started, when I started to get consistent with running, and it was because I signed up for a half marathon. That's my biggest advice. Sign up for something, because that's when you hold yourself accountable and you will actually exercise towards it, and it feels a little bit more fun. So I just started making a running plan, and then I just kept going, and now I've fallen in love with it, and I feel so much better after I run. My head is cleared. I listen to podcasts and music, and I'm just in my own headspace. Everything just takes practice and consistency. Which platform did I start with content creation? I started on Instagram in 2022, I think, like for real in 2022. I just love taking pictures, and I love Pinterest, and I had so many girls that I looked up to. So I started just taking photographs on Instagram, shooting myself. You have to go through the trial and error phase, but I love doing it. I had so much fun with it. I never thought I would do TikTok. I remember when TikTok came during COVID, when I was in quarantine, and I watched all of the videos, you know, all of the celebrities at that time. And I thought it was really fun to scroll, but I didn't really think of doing it myself. I filmed a lot and made a lot of drafts, but I never posted anything. But then I moved to Madrid in 2023. That's when I started on TikTok, like making serious videos. That's when I started vlogging, and also when I started speaking English. I did TikTok a little bit before that in 2022, but not consistently. It was just a lot of random videos I posted, not anything like niche. But in Madrid, I really feel like I found myself in social media. Now I'm posting on both Instagram and TikTok, and if my 21-year-old self would watch me now, I don't even know what she would think. What is my key to a long and happy relationship? I feel like a professional on this theme because I've been with my boyfriend for almost 10 years. I feel like we were 15 yesterday. We have been together for 10 years in March 2026. And we live in this gorgeous apartment together, which I love. I feel so safe here and I just love living with him. My advice would be, as everyone else says, communication, but I think that's the most important part. My boyfriend is very good at communicating. I just feel like when I have thoughts on my mind, or I'm in a bad mood, or it's something that I'm just walking around thinking of, he always asks me what's wrong and we just talk about it. So I think communication is key. If you want to have a stable and long relationship, you have to be able to communicate with your partner. And also go on dates. We go on a lot of dates. I love dating. I love romanticizing life. My boyfriend loves making food, but I don't really love making food. But if I know he's coming home from a long day, I prepare food for him when he gets home. Like just doing the small stuff, just being a little bit romantic in everyday life, which is hard to remember sometimes because you're tired. And travel together. I love traveling together. I feel like that's been something we've done a lot during our relationship and it works really well for us. And also just have fun together. We're best friends, so we laugh every day. We laugh so much and we are kids together. So I feel like laughing together is very, very important. And we just have the same humor and we don't really take things so seriously. We give each other a lot of slack and we give each other a lot of space. That's my number 2 after communication, actually. Give each other space. Let each other do what you guys want to do in life. He's been in the military. He was in Bergen, another city in Norway, for 3 years studying. I was in Madrid. we have had long distance for 5 years, and that's been very important. I think that's one of the biggest reasons we've been together for that long, because we've been able to be apart and let each other do what we want and be our own people. That's very important. So if you guys want to do long distance but you're scared, or the other person wants to do something, let them do what they need to do in life. Don't hold each other back. Last question I will do on here. I will make more of these videos, and this is just my first video, but someone asked me how to deal with dry skin. I often experience this during the winter, and my number one tip is to use an exfoliator. So you exfoliate your face, and then you use a good serum, for example a C vitamin serum, and then you put moisturizer above it. And I would really recommend you to use a mask 2 times a week. It's so good for your skin. I use a Trio Lift Noon mask, picture here. It's so good. I will put a picture of every skincare product I use. Every product I use is very mild, and I feel like using a mask a couple times a week really does a difference, and exfoliating your skin as well. And just always be consistent with removing your makeup. It's important to get all of this muss away, and then you do your skincare. And SPF every day. So that's some of the things I do to make my skin less dry and more glowy. I hope you guys loved the video. I can't wait to make more. Bye.